and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are
Goodbye, grey sky, hello, blue, and nothing can hold me when I hold you.
so right, you can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long.
Oh. Welcome to the Rich and Little Bit of Chris Show live on Smart Radio. The reason why I'm laughing, Chris hates me singing, but he just went to adjust his mic and everything fell over.
I'm not being funny, it's a good job I'm not a vampire.
Good afternoon, welcome.
I'm not going to go home with a migraine.
I'll pull up line
You
now.
won't, though?
I'll do it now.
Because it just the shade makes your face look fatter when you go on Facebook. Yeah,
Is that
makes
better?
it better. Honestly, I nearly had to go get my shades out of the car. I felt like Roy Orbison.
Welcome. So we've got a couple, hopefully, we've got a couple of guests coming on. We've got Lee from the far north with a bit of luck, if he can finish work. They've got the new single coming out today. And our featured artist this week is the 26th Avenue, a London-based indie band fronted by a young lady,
Yes.
Demi. So again, if you want to check them out, go to our website, www.smileradio.co/the featured artist. We're going to kick off today with a little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Homage.
Homage, thanks Chris. It's a good job you're here for brains. I'm here for beauty. That's debatable.
No, we'll go with that. I need to bull you up, don't I?
You do.
You've had a couple of hard days digging with a spoon in back garden, in front garden.
It feels like it's been
But
doing
it has
with
been
this
funny.
one.
When you send me a WhatsApp, look what I've been doing.
I know, but you don't justify how much work.
No, but you do more. You'd have done more being on the community service and made you work harder. I bet wife comes home and says, "What you done today?" "Oh, I'm shattered. All spoons are bent." I mean, how many flags did you lift up the other day? You were right chuffed with you sent.
48.
In
3B2s.
In day. No.
Yeah.
No. But you were up. You
Yeah.
had arms like Thor.
No, in a day. I took 48 flags up in that day and moved them and stacked them down the bottom of the drive.
And where have they gone now? So,
Yeah, I put them on. I'm not joking. Yeah, I put them on Facebook Marketplace, free pickup. 48 messages, 48, and then
Did you watch them load it the sends, or did you help them?
no, they did it themselves. I moved them. So lad Eric, what's he called? He came from Ossett, bless him. And he brought his sons. He went back at van, and they were doing all humping. But he come one night, and then somebody messaged me saying, "Oh, I'll give you 20 quid for them, and I'll give you fuel if you can come and drop them off." I said, as it said in the
Where do
description.
you live? Great Wall of China.
Yeah,
Bit of refurb work.
yeah, Burma.
Yeah, I'll come over.
After
So
restrictions.
what are you doing with the old Infinity Garden?
Well, I'm gonna flatten it. I've got some hardcore, as you can. Well, it's
Again,
good
great radio.
Great radio. I've got 2 big bags. Apparently, I ain't got enough. I need to get 2 more.
Oh, said you didn't have enough.
Aidan from Paramount Properties.
I'm inclined to, but you've just told me you had to dig another 4-inch out. So
No, that's what he said. Because that bit there's clay. Anyway,
well,
we can.
you'll soon see when you're sweating digging.
Apparently, he's gonna let me have a little digger, borrowed little digger. I hope he does.
Oh, nice.
I'll be-
Whatever you do, don't drive your bend. Don't be on A&E or flying doctors.
No, what I'll do is I'll take it up there and I'll put it into wheelbarrow and then put wheelbarrow straight into skip. Anyway.
You've got it all sorted, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been grafting, believe it or not.
Again, you now want to be a joiner. Did you get that job offer from MB Joinery?
Being a labourer.
Yeah, no. Give
Cooking books.
Oh, look at my pallets I've knocked together. Charlie Dimmock were wet through, saying, "Oh, come and join Ground Force."
Oh, she's
yeah,
changed, hasn't she? She's
You will, though.
hasn't she? Have you seen her
Yeah,
recently?
yeah. I'll tell you what'll be all right on DIY SOS.
Yeah.
You know, they go into these houses, they've had it. This house has been a shit tip for ages. and then we'll make it better, and you'll do a garden feature. Don't throw them pallets, cock.
I've got
Some wood colour paint. Come on. And when you sat in garden, when you hear your kids screaming, look at the pallet chairs I've made you.
There you go.
But to be fair, it does look nice. But
Thank
I'm
you.
not too sure about building site.
No, but you've got to break a few eggs when you make a
I
few
ain't being
cake.
funny,
haven't you?
right? That's got ideal berry folk plotty in it, is that, innit? Dig it deep enough, you could lose a few.
Brookside.
Jordache.
Jordache.
Oh, yeah, never yeah.
Yeah.
Under patio. What you having? You having Indian stone, are you?
Well, I haven't been informed yet. So, like I said,
Is it a
Chris,
bit like Taj Mahal then? You can
it-
have a kissing chair and get Charles and Dale.
yeah, it's above my pay grade. We've got a couple of people on Facebook. Rachel Shat. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Zoe. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, enough about us twaddling on, waffling on.
What,
We're
you
gonna-
said you wanted to twaddle more?
No, but we will. We'll come back. But I want to pay homage to Van Halen. Unfortunately, passed away earlier on this week with throat cancer. And it's only a short one, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's probably one of his better known pieces, but he's well known for its Eruption.
Yeah, so you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris live on Smile Radio, and this is to you, R.I.P. Van Halen. We'll be right back after this. Well, in fact, I'm going to go straight into the Big Dirty. Now, this is a tune. This
I
next
like
one's-
this one.
So you listen to Rich and Chris. Get in touch with Instagram and Twitter at Smile Radio 3, Facebook Smile Radio Yorkshire, or drop me an email, richard@smileradio.co,
For all your garden
and tips.
gardening tips and work.
Right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to the sweet, sweet sound of the sex. Be aware that this is a splash zone, so if you want to get wet, then stay exactly where you are. So strap in, strap on, and get ready to get moist.
I grab a glass as I enter the room. I'm the man and I'm here to have fun. She shakes her ass and she throws me a glance, but the guys tell me it can be done. I look at them with a smile on my face and say, boys, let me show you the way. There's a gleam in my eyes, I reach for the sky and I turn to the guys and say, oh my baby. Oh my I play my game and it drives her insane, but this girl, she's a tough act to crack. I'm with a sweet tone, says to me, you're never gonna get the
clown on the side. I hold her close and I give her a dose of my sweet southern voice in her ear. And her eyes are getting wide as my words get inside, and I whisper to her nice and clear. Oh my baby. Oh my
In the mix. Back to back, beat to beat. Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track.
Smile Radio.
You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio.
Welcome back. What do you
I
think to
love
that? So that was the Big Dirty, and they were our featured artists back. Oh, bear with me. That were back in February, I think, 2019.
Oh, I do like that song.
That's one of the latest releases, though. That's
I
one
can
of.
imagine.
So yeah, I think it. Well, yeah. Well, I'm just looking on the website now. Yeah. So that I think that was beginning 27th of February 2019.
That was good, that.
So again, if you want to check these guys out, go to our website. You have to go back to the archive side of it, but it's still on the featured artist page. So we're going back over a number of the featured artists that we've done in the last 18 months. So we've got Little Brother Eli lined up. Bear with me. Where's my playlist?
Thought Big Rooster Jeff was good last week.
Yeah, enjoyed the boys last week. I tell you what, where did that time go?
I know.
Oh, did you do it? I told you what the current Mrs. Harrison said, didn't I? No, I know.
Who's Rio Speedwagon?
No, I know that. I know. Looking back, and I'm thinking, I've never
Right, to
read
be
it.
fair, did the message read capital R, capital E, capital O? Then space, and space.
No, it didn't. It just looked. It just at a glance, it just looked like Rio. No,
Hello. Hello. I'm going to play a song by Hello, and today we're going to listen to Mr. Blue Sky by Hello.
So yeah, for those if you didn't hear it last week, Rachel's going out for cocktails. Where you going? Stay safe.
Last orders in Fev.
Yeah, where you going? Where do you do cocktails? Are you off to Corrie? You off to Corrie Club?
Cocktails at 4 o'clock. Oh, it shuts at 10 though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Drink
start
like,
early.
drink like a teenager.
Yeah, and then everybody gets held up in. Mind you, is it same with takeaways though?
Everything shuts at 10.
Oh God,
Well, we'll be all right when we go out at Christmas then, won't we?
We can't. Oh, we'll be all right. Then we'll do herd immunity. Then we'll talk about that later on.
10, no, there won't be no word of immunity before Christmas. It'll be after. It'll be after
Survival
when it's freezing. Out.
What about me with my sparkly boob tube on?
Yeah, out. It don't matter, Sharon. Out.
I'm Rachel on a weekend.
Yeah, go on, Treacle. Imagine that though. Thing is, what time were you home last Christmas when we went out? 9, wasn't it? Cuddling chicken and chips.
Yeah, 9, half 9 at latest.
See?
God, how.
But just imagine, you're home before.
What time did you stay out till?
I got home about 12. I went for a curry and that got home about 12. But then again, you
I were
drink
gimped.
Guinness then, don't you? And then you go on to gins and you're lifting your pinky and it's all very slightly wrong. You got taken by Pride Bus, didn't you? Come on.
Oh, God, our cabbage. It took me about 2 days to get over that. But we had some though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did, to be honest.
We had some. I just think I was trying to work out. And then Rachel run me going, oh, your mate's in Hogarth, I swear to you. So I'm at home with me chicken and chips.
You were talking to a man of mine. Where's Richard? I don't know.
Oh, God, I was steaming. Anyway.
Go on, we digress again, but go on.
Yeah, so for those who didn't hear last week, we were Big Rooster Jeff were on either. We're a featured artist, and for those who don't know, Ruben does a show on a Monday night called Top of the Progs. Great show. Tune in Mondays 5 till 6. It's a great show, and they're obviously into the progressive rock, and we were arguing a point on MPC and Redshift. And initially, I did like Redshift, but I think MPC is my favourite track. So, and then the latest one that they played, that we had exclusive play last week. And
Fuzzy Jam.
Yeah, Fuzzy Jam, yeah. And a good friend of ours, Gav, he was tuning in. He says, oh, it sounds a little bit. And as I was reading it, because I've got a screen to the right of me, and I've got a couple in front of me. Oh, just easy now. I'm doing hot ones and twos, and I'm trying. And I just saw and I thought it said Rio. And then as I read it, Rio Speedwagon. And then everybody, the Big Rooster F boys, so Pat, Max and Ruben and Chris proceeded to rip into me. And then to top it all, the current Mrs. Harrison, later on Saturday morning, she's, so how would you pronounce ELO? LO? This is LO. I thought, all right, don't you start. So yeah,
In fact, I saw Marie that Saturday going to a solicitor's. I don't know what that was about. I think the words were, "It embarrassed me to be on some tune."
Grounds for divorce.
Yeah. Thing is, though, no court in London, you'd end up walk away potless. Rio Speedwagon out. Go live in a bin.
Oh, she's going to Ego in Ackworth. Oh, she's. Ooh, check her out. Fancy pants.
It used to be called Beverly Arms on roundabout.
Oh, is it? Oh, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Near Garden Centre.
Yeah, and it's that swingers club just round the corner.
Oh, is it? Is that where you're going afterwards? You and Ross?
A couple of cocktails.
Ross and Rachel, like friends.
But they're on a break.
We were on a break. So yes, we've got a few people on Facebook. We've got Craig Sunderland, Marcus Abson.
You
Marcus.
never guess. I was talking about Sunday. He texted me out. Look, do you fancy a game on Saturday? I went, no. He says that was a short and sweet answer. I says, just like my fitness.
No, I don't know. I tell you what, mate. When we went out on that bike ride.
Well, never guess what. I played veterans. I turned out for Tingley Athletic Veterans on Monday. I played at Cass Academy. I helped them out. They were short. I'll tell you something. That's well competitive. 11 aside, 25 minutes each way.
I'm going to say, I thought it were full 45 minutes.
No, a lot of them,
keep a clean sheet?
No, we lost 5. It were a PK. It were a penalty they scored. But no, we're all right. I'll help them out every now and then. He were at Millicast as well. Ain't team who we play, they don't hold out back. They were diving in, leaving, feating. Ref were about 12. He sent one off. Then he let him back on because I got it wrong. It were a rush of blood to head.
VAR. No, sorry, you're not saying
we got 2 penalties. Second one were, I even thought, that were a bit dodgy. Kick their penalty, comes running through. Kid shepherd's ball out. Attacker falls over, penalty. He says, well, I had to balance it out.
Sounds like Jack Lund.
He's a bit look kind of like Jan Lund. He actually got out at centre circle.
He were a lazy ref, wasn't he?
Bless him. He couldn't be asked sending out in though, could he? Save on paperwork.
Oh, Rachel's going out with some work girls. Well, look, who's keeping NHS going, Rachel? If you're going out on the Raz with the rest of them.
Telling out Fev Virgins to keep the kids until next Monday.
Oh, lock up your sons.
Oh,
Zoe Shackleton, not 7-2 like the Liverpool score. Oh,
hey.
ouch.
It's all right.
Early days, yeah, innit? Early days.
Bear in mind, we can't define a
Villa,
season.
though.
I know, but on fire. Bear in mind, Leeds Premier League champions already.
According to Flash.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to win it. You've joined with Man City. No, to be fair.
They played well, haven't they?
Yeah, they did. And to be and I saw a game, Leeds game, and Edison made some good saves. So yeah, they probably deserve to win it. But not the league. Good God, no.
No, I think they're all their own. I think they're going to be mid-table.
Mid-table. I think you ask any Leeds fan when he stops talking daft on WhatsApp.
Flash.
Yeah, because he's going to be in and out of WhatsApp jail with Dave, isn't he?
Oh, we've got a WhatsApp group, which is really funny, because Dave, who's the administrator of the group, because he's a Liverpool fan. We've got Flash, Hopper, Gav, Gilly, all Leeds fans.
And what about you? Because you
I just sit on the fence. I just sit on the
it's
fence.
a strong fence.
I just like the blood touch paper and just stand back and just let it just fizzle away, you know. But so Dave puts them into. He goes, right, I'm gonna. He's like, no, I'm gonna put you in timeout.
And then Mikey Wilkes, he's a Villa fan.
Yeah, Mike. He put Mike in timeout as well. Took him out for an hour or two till he calmed down. But yeah,
We'll see at end of season.
it'd be interesting.
I just hope there's not that young kid crying again at Ellen Road.
Oh, like after playoffs.
Yeah, a bit. By the time they come back, he'll be 48. They won't go down.
No, I think. Well, every game I've seen them, they've played really well, and you know, Man City out the.
Good time to play him. To be fair,
It is.
I know we're talking about sport, but it was a good time to play Man City.
Yeah, because the Aguero were out, or else were out.
Aguero were out. My grandma were out. There were a few out. Here, what's Raheem Sterling done with his hair?
I have no idea.
That's not the best fashion statement, is it? Do you
No.
think you fancy that? Have you done that patch at back at head?
No.
Good God, you look like.
I'm going to buy myself
you
some
look
proper
like
clippers
one of Tiger King's husbands without being on meth.
with all my teeth, though. Before I lost all his teeth
Did you
on me.
watch that?
I've watched it.
When
Yeah.
he sat there interviewing him, he's covered in homemade tats.
We
He's
know
got three
shit. on.
teeth, but he's not gay no more. He's got a wife.
Apparently he would never get it first
Neither
place.
will the other one. And,
What about the bit I didn't get? And he were in office and he were messing about with gun and he
shot himself. I like that one when that your mic's gone. Mic's gone
no,
back.
it's headphones.
When she got her arm chewed off, and he went in, told guests, he says, "Don't worry, while you're doing walk around, there's somebody linked on the floor with their arm missing." And Tiger's having a little cheeky feast. But the weirdest one of all, and it won Tiger King, it was other dude. Him making women just like hookers round his zoo.
Who rode in on an elephant?
Yeah, him that thought it was some sort of sensei or what? Not a sensei, some sort of. He like
It's
a
a
guru.
cult,
Yeah,
yeah.
He, that what a cult. And as for that murdering bint,
Carol Baskin.
yeah, cool cats and kittens. That could only
She
happen
wa-
in America though. That.
She's on. She was on Strictly once, y'all. Their version of Come Dancing with the Stars.
Was she?
Yeah, Carol Baskin.
Her husband looks special though.
Oh, but again,
It's not right though, is it?
but she changed the will as well, didn't she? So in the event of his death or going missing,
And then 2 days later, oh, I can't find my husband.
he'd be gone.
It's not right though, is it?
It's completely bonkers.
But anyway, hasn't Marie told you to sort that patch out yet?
No, I'm going to buy some proper clippers and I'm going to let her have a go.
Why don't you just go to hairdressers and get a fade?
How could do?
I think a fade would suit you. Make your face look slimmer. No, seriously.
I think
I mean, look
doing
how,
a hunger strike
look how sharp Affy looks with his fade.
I know he's fit though, isn't he?
I wish you'd stop putting that on foot.
Fit.
When you were modelling them inappropriately small shorts and you put fit, I'm thinking, why?
It is tongue in cheek.
Whose cheek though? And which cheek? You little teabagger.
Right then,
Come on, what are we playing next?
because we are the beacon for unsigned music and
Artists.
we've got the Unknown Brothers, and again these were featured artists back in January of 2019, so quite a while ago. And this is My Old Four, and you listen to Rich and a little bit of Chris live.
On Smile Radio.
Shabba.
Living with you is all I can do to keep you at bay. Stay out of bed. I that stain. Try to scrub out. In time will fade, the specks will remain. Of that there's no doubt. And lately with you, it's all I can do to keep you away, out of my sight. I go there by day. Oh, my phone, you're always there somewhere. Oh, my phone, you're always there somewhere. Oh, my phone, you're always there somewhere. Oh, my phone, you're always there somewhere.
Welcome back to Rich and a Little Bit of Chris live on Smile Radio.
Forgot how good that was.
Good, innit?
Yeah.
There's you'll like the next one. Do you remember Oops by Little Brother Eli?
Yeah.
That's coming up next. That's
Oh, nice.
That's so we're having a bit of reminiscence over. Plus, we're going to be playing. We were hoping to have Lee from the far north. We're going to come on about 4, 5 o'clock, but unfortunately he's stuck at work. But we've got their new single coming out. It's due today, so we're going to be playing that in a little while. Bear with me, and we've also got at 5:30. We've got 26th Avenue.
These are this week's features artists, aren't they?
Yeah, female-fronted London
From
indie.
From Sussex. which is-
Sussex. Well, it's down
No,
south.
please don't generalise.
I
'cause
know, I'm sorry.
That's where it all goes wrong. Then you'll get somebody from Sussex saying, "We're not London." Sussex is the Battle of Hastings. Hastings down there, right?
1066, I know that much.
Oh, I didn't want to question history
No. And talking of history, my little one, she's been doing about slavery and back in whenever it was. And
School, yeah?
yeah, in history. She's nearly 13, and she come up with a valid point about who decided back then that if you were white or whether you were black or whatever, who decided that one were more superior than another. I said, I don't know. It's probably arrogance, really, of the Brits.
Civilization dictates. This is probably again. Right, you look where the slaves come from. West Africa. Majority of West African slaves. All major civilizations never come that far across Africa. Egypt, the Nubians, and all that. So when the white man started trading, they landed and they lived in mud huts, seen easily to be manipulated. You didn't see many Egyptian slaves because that were a civilization. All down like Mesopotamia, Iran, Iraq, all that. China, India. Yeah, there were a bit. There were, but it was a civilization. I can't even speak. Civilization before the Great East India Trading Company found when it become the Raj of India. The civilization was already there. They just took control. With Africa, there were no real.
Well, it's like the Egyptians didn't actually build the pyramids. It were the slaves that built it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then I'm going to be ripping them down.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
it's-
every civilization back in the day had slaves, middle people, and the higher echelons. The Roman society were built on that. But the people that were slaves were from what we call Germania, Germany, France. Yeah, again, very limited civilizations. You know, they're Anglo-Saxons to an extent. Not even that. So there were Gauls, so you know they don't have any big cities, big structures. So it still lived in mud huts, not mud huts, wooden forts. Vercingetorix, he was a great French commander that fought the Romans. But they had hill forts. You go into Rome and any of the major cities, in Heraclium, Vesuvius, not Vesuvius, not Vesuvius. What was that town that got Pompeii?
Pompeii, yeah.
All large structures. Ancient Greece. They had a system of slaves.
I tell you what, it would be good to talk. Zoe did classics in a
Did
degree.
she?
Yeah, you'd enjoy talking to Zoe. I find it really interesting when, I mean, I love history now. I mean, I wish I'd have done it when I was younger.
I did GCSE history, and mine were about 18. What were it? Victorians, industrial age, and one of his assessments in GCSE was Sandal Castle to do the ages. I do like history, but
again, it's whatever happened has brought us to where we are today.
Yes.
And the thing is, we have to learn from what the mistakes that we made back then. So,
but then again,
it was just interesting what Lily was saying
Yeah.
to me from an innocent point of view.
But did you know, Great Britain, when they freed every slave in the Commonwealth, they only finished paying for it a few years ago.
15 years ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was over 200 years, that debt, to make everybody free within the Commonwealth. So before there was quite judgmental rip. Yes, there were slave traders. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't being funny. Most of your Caesars, they had slaves. They bought in 2,000 years ago. But yeah, anyway, but.
Yeah. But no, it was just interesting.
Well, yeah, it's probably an innocence. It's still a child's eyes that sometimes the simplest, more profound questions are asked.
I remember when there was that bombing, Manchester bombing, and she just turned around and said to me, she says, "Daddy, why can't we just get on?"
That's nothing.
Do you know what I mean? But and again,
that's radicalisation.
Yeah.
It's completely two different things.
no, but in the eyes of a 10, 11-year-old, why can't we just get on? She didn't know what it were about. She probably has a better idea now. But anyway, but no, it's just interesting, and just sort of moving on to a different. I mean, I posted something today on Instagram about, and again, I plagiarise everything, as you know. None of my stuff that I talk about is original. This came from Yoda, so I've got to give him credit. We were talking this morning, and he was just saying a good talking point today would be, you go to the supermarket, there's all these perspex screens up, trying to, protecting the cashiers and whatnot and the staff. Why can't we have like a clear perspex screen up on the stage to protect the performers so we can still have live music, and then the audience wear masks? Do you know what I mean? I'm not on about like masquerading and all that kind of stuff, but why can't?
I know what you meant. I know it, but
I'm being a little bit facetious, but I'm just saying, why can't we do that? Why? I don't see why we can't. Why can't we do that? Open the venues, get the people in. Do you know what I mean? I know it's all up in the air, and I don't know enough about the medical side of things and what the implications of that are. But
right, where you can look at it, right, before I go any further. Concerts, are they a necessity at this time?
some say yeah, because what about the artists who play in the band who rely on the income?
Take that away. Right? The health implications. I know people don't think COVID's there, but it's the health implications, right? However, you can't tell me you will go to a concert, Richard, and wear your mask all the time when you've had a couple of drinks.
No, I get that.
But then again, you can't control people putting out at Boozer at 10 o'clock.
No, but when we joked earlier a couple of weeks ago saying it's really clever, is this virus? After 10 o'clock, don't go in a pub because you'll catch it. But you know what? Everybody's just winging it because we don't know. We are in an unprecedented state right now, and people are doing the best they can. So I don't know.
But,
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
No, you're right. You're right to an extent, but it's the control aspects of it. We're in, most areas are going into lockdown or some sort of lockdown, right? England played last night, right? If you cannot social distance after 2,000 or 3,000 fans in Wembley Stadium, they've no intention of having concerts.
No, I know that. But they could still do that though. You're out in the open and you can socially
Agreed.
distance.
Agreed.
You know.
I'm not.
No.
But for whatever reason, they're taking this stance that, I mean, I'm being funny. You can go to a pub, but you have to drink outside in Scotland. Last time I checked, that's no Bahamas.
In October.
In October, I'll tell you something. You're embracing strong wee lassie up there. Imagine going for a pint of Buckfast. That's outside. Jesus Christ! But that's the stupidity of it all.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I don't know where we're going to go. But anyway, I just want... And you know what? For those listening, get in touch with us. Let us know your thoughts of what, you know, what we can do to try
But we
and...
need to get back to some normality. We need to start opening venues, events. And do you know what, right? I know we joked off air about the herd thing.
Herd immunity.
It's worked in Sweden. They seem to be... Yes, I know there's not as many folk in Sweden, X, Y and Z. But it's still the same disease. It's still the same virus. It's not a disease, it's a virus. It's a pandemic. Diseases are like other things. But at some point we've got to say, right, till there's a vaccine, we can't live in this sort of stasis. We've got to go out and carry on, or it will stop turning at some point, and people will lose their minds.
This is true. And that's one of the other reasons when you're saying what's the implications. I just think I've missed live music so much. I have missed going to gigs. I've missed being part of doing festivals. I've missed all of that. And I know thousands and thousands of other people have. But we've got to do what we've got to do to keep safe. I understand that.
So, right then.
Right, hold your thought. Let's play a song just to cheer us up a bit. I'm going to play Meet You on the North Side.
I'll tell you what, to cheer us up, play some Leonard Cohen. Because he's a jovial chap, isn't he?
I'm going to play Meet You on the North Side by the Sunbirds. And they'll be coming on later on this month because they have their album, Cool to Be Kind. You listen to Rich and a bit of Chris. Let us know your thoughts. Hi, Chelsea. She's at home. She's not being well. She's on a little minor op. Recoup. I hope you're going to be back into work soon, work shy. Anyway, you listen to Rich and a little bit of Chris. Live on Smile Radio. Get in touch with us. Instagram and Twitter, Smile Radio 3. Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire, or drop me an email, richard@smileradio.co.
I was born by the river in a place called the Kingstown, where but dark bolder than the bridge across the Humber from the land of green ginger up to Hazel Road. And I'll meet you on the north side where the diamonds shine in the mud and the slowly rolling river is forever in my blood. Some came on the trawlers. For 3 days they were millionaires. A few pints and rainers. Then they were lost to the icy waves. They were stronger than the cranes on the quay, bolder than the bridge across the Humber from the land of green ginger up to Hazel Road. And I'll meet you on the north side where the diamonds shine in the mud and the slowly rolling river is forever in my blood. This was for the bombs that fell on Anlibby Road. This was for the men who sailed and never came home. It runs deeper than Elizabeth Dock, bolder than the bridge across the Humber from the land of green ginger up to Hazel Road. And I'll meet you on the north side where the diamonds shine in the mud and the slowly rolling river is forever in my blood. Yes, I'll meet you on the north side where the diamonds
non-stop and back to back.
Playing the new music from independent artists around the world. This is your Smile Radio.
Rich and Chris and Drive Time, Smile Radio.
Like that. I do like that. Can't wait for that album to drop, I'll be honest. It'll be on my Spotify playlist. Thanks for turning me up, Rich. I was just talking.
So no, it's your no, that's your headphones. They can still, everybody can hear. It's just your headphones I've turned up.
Brilliant. So getting back to my point earlier.
Yeah, go on.
Right. As I was saying, if we can't put people in Wembley to watch football when it's an 80,000 capacity stadium, our small band's meant to have gigs in intimate venues when you're going to have 4 folk in because of the foot space, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I
make
know.
sense. The venue's not going to make any money. The musicians are. I mean, yes, the musicians and the artists will play to anybody, but it's all relevant depending on size of venue and everything else. So intimate gigs, great. Yeah, you can have 200 folk in. You could be able to have 200 folk in an intimate gig in Wembley. That takes it away then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to be a rock star and play out to a rock out thing, yeah, you'd be playing Wembley to 2,000 folk, which again defeats object. We need to just say, right, let's take plunge. I think, like you said, middle of winter, next February, right, unleash the hounds of normality.
I think March, April, I think they're going to... I think it'll all change come March.
I'd like to think they're going to get a
vaccine.
A vaccine.
But would you have an untested vaccine though?
No, I'd let Trump take it first.
Do you honestly think?
It was a gift from God. He told everybody in America. I treat it as a gift of God.
Do you honestly believe that he actually had it? What, and he recovered in 4 days? He's prime candidate apparently. He's overweight. He's in his 70s.
And that tan doesn't help.
He goes by fantastic every day for his spray tan.
But no, you're right.
I'm not having it. I just think it's a.
But again, what is it in America? It's presidential time, isn't it? It's
you've just taken the words right out of my mouth.
But I have been funny. Would you like to live in America?
No.
And have you seen who you're voting for? An 80-year-old bloke that might not see his turn out, and Donald Trump. A lot of people still like him in America, you know.
I watched a thing on Netflix. Yeah, and I'm going to come to that as well about.
Go on.
What our Chancellor of the Exchequer said to artists and that, anyway. But I watched a thing called Dirty Money, and there's the one called with Donald Trump, and he's had I think out of 17 buildings in Manhattan in New York, he only actually owns 5 of them. He licenses his name so they can put it onto the building.
Nice.
And he's had 5 businesses that have gone bankrupt. Dramatically, we're talking millions of pounds, not just a few quid, millions of dollars. Sorry, that his businesses have gone bust. I mean, watch it.
But he's a billionaire in his own right, though. He self-funded his own presidential election, you know, didn't he?
Well, allegedly,
he's a businessman.
Yeah, but he didn't start. He wasn't self-made. His dad made the money.
Yeah, I know. But you will tend to find that a lot of these politicians, they're all money. They're already come from old money. And a lot of.
But he's the only president that's never disclosed his full financial information.
And he's the only president not to serve in the armed forces.
Yeah.
But. Right, all right.
But he's only paid $750 in tax.
Well, to be fair, he's got a right accountant. We all could do one of them. Right, I'll ask you a question.
Go on.
When he come into power, 4 years ago, if you were an American, right, who would you have voted for? Hillary Clinton, or Donald Trump?
The other guy, or the one who.
There's only 2.
No, but the one who were running before.
Kane.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been proven that Hillary, she was shady to say the least.
You wanted to look at her husband.
I did not have relations with that woman.
I'm not even on about that other thing with Epstein. Seen at his island. No smoke without fire, old lad. We always said there's a massive paedophile thing in Hollywood. And
yeah. Anyway, got quite political today, haven't we? A bit of that.
But it's all relative, right? I don't think he's had COVID. I just think he's had man flu. But his wife's got it, and there's a few others in his White House circle. They've all tested positive for it.
I know, but this is the other thing.
Asymptomatic.
Yeah, thank you. I always get that. The current Mrs. Harrison always takes the mickey out of me on that as well.
Yeah, don't you have a discipliner?
No.
Nice to see that bike's got antique status. Is that going on? What's it called?
Gumtree.
Antiques Roadshow. Oh, here you'll find it.
No, we're planning to take it out on Sunday with a bit of luck, depending on weather. She's a fair weather biker, push biker. Anyway, I've lost my trail of thought now.
What were you on about? Sorry, that was my fault. That.
I can't remember now.
What were you on about? Trump.
Oh yeah. Who would I have voted for? Well,
You've got to vote.
I'd have probably gone Clinton, because I know she allegedly she was bent and she's done some, but no worse than what he's done.
No.
But he's a racist, he's a bigot.
Oh, that's right. We're on about the COVID, asymptomatic.
Yeah.
But a lot of his innocent, racist. But you'd have never, you'd have never thought there'd have been a black president, would you?
No, but that, again, remember Trump making all that noise wanting to see his birth certificate? Remember all of that when he were getting...
Yeah.
Anyway. Right, we'll come back. I want to talk about venues. I know we touched on it earlier on, but yeah, let us know your thoughts. We've got a few people on Facebook. Instagram and Twitter is at SmileRadio3. Facebook, Smile Radio Yorkshire. Get us in touch. Let us know what your thoughts are. We're going to play a featured artist again from 2019, and this is Little Brother Eli, and this is Oops. We'll be right back after this.
To me
look in the mirror, what do I see? Hello reflection, hello again me. These little distractions don't work anymore. You see, one minute I'm up, then I'm down on this roller coaster. Open the window, the streets are so bare. Behind every closed door, a story to tell. Inside of these four walls, a chance to begin. I got a room in my heart that I'm saving till we meet again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. Been missing my family, been missing my friends. Watching too much TV is not good for my health. Though I'm feeling lonely, I know I'm not alone. We'll keep on helping and lifting each other up stone by stone. Dig deeper now. There's a treasure inside waiting to be found. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground up, from the ground up. From the ground, from the ground, from the ground up. From the ground up we can build this house again. I'm holding on to something I can't see. I'm waiting for the day where I can breathe again. If we crumble, if we fail, together from the ground up we can build this house again. Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich and a little bit of Chris show. Quite political today, but you know, we just thought we'd mix it up a little bit and have a good chat about what's going on in the world.
There's not wrong with that, is there?
Not wrong with that at all. So we've got the Far North. Unfortunately, can't make it. The singer and the writer of the tunes from the Far North. He was hoping to come on and do a Zoom interview, but unfortunately he's been held up with his proper job. So he's going to come on next week with a bit of luck, but we'll keep you posted on that. Coming up at 5:30, we have got the 26th Avenue female-fronted indie band from
Sussex.
Thanks, Chris.
It's all right, mate.
Apologies for generalising, you know, anything south of the Watford Gap.
I thought I'd have just gone Sheffield, mate.
Yeah, from Sheffield.
Sheffield, you're not too sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've got there.
I've had a couple of listens to it, Rich.
Yes.
It's different, isn't it? It's you know, it's. But the look suits it. The music, though.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more of that later on, but
Yeah, they're coming on at 5:30, so we'll have the 26th Avenue coming on live on Smile Radio through the powers of technology. So we've got Becca James coming up. We've got the Far North. I'm trying to find some of the older music that we had from our archives from when we first launched. When we first started doing the featured artist of the unsigned and independent music. just a few updates. I've been looking, talking about live venues. I've been having a look at some venues as well.
Yeah, you sent me info. It looked
Yeah.
pretty good, that. Whereabouts is it?
It's in Huddersfield. So
Again, we're generalising. Whereabouts in Huddersfield?
it's right near the town centre.
Is it?
Yeah, it's literally a spitting distance from the university. So it's a fantastic opportunity. So we'll just watch this space. So we're just having a further conversation about that. So we'll see what pans out from that. But yeah, interesting times. But again, it's all...
Don't you feel a little bit cuckolded by it all with this COVID? It seems to be stop-starting everything. Yes, I know we spoke on the phone the other day, and it's the right opportunity. It is the right opportunity, probably financial-wise, but if these restrictions and everything else goes on...
It all depends on what we negotiate with the guy who owns the building. So if he's wanting full rent and from the word go, well, it's not going to happen, is it?
He's never going to get rid of it, is he? He's never going to...
No, so...
Because that will be that'll just be silly.
Yeah, so and then we looked at there's a pub called the New Sheaf, what's it called? It's right next door to it anyway, and I got to they've stripped inside of it bare. They've taken the bar out, they've taken all the electric, the copper. It's a shell, and it's whoever's broke into it, they've broken into it, and it's. From the outside, I thought, it's a fantastic building. It's an old stone building. Mm. But when you go in, they've literally they've nicked the bar. All the wood, the bar frontage, the top. You can just see the hole where the bar was.
Just out of curiosity, did they do this in broad daylight at all?
I don't know.
Where at police?
I don't know. But anyway, it was
probably arresting somebody for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right venue anyway. It'd be a great little pub, but not what.
Don't you ever see yourself as a landlord?
Not in the old-fashioned guise of no. We're growing up in one.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a more of a vocation than it is a job.
But right. This venue, to cater for everybody, you have to make it a bit of a gym bar as well, wouldn't you? Make it all relevant. You could have like a jazz night.
What you need to think about is it needs to be not only that, but more reason than one reason to come. So not just a live music bar. There's other ideas that we're throwing about and thinking about, but predominantly it's going to be about a live music. But
you can't have live music on every night, though, can you?
No. But you can still utilise the area and have different, because the thing is, there's no reason why you couldn't keep a couple of the snooker tables, and during the day you could have it as a little cafe, come and shoot some pool. I don't know. We're just all sorts of different ideas.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking. That's all.
Yeah, but it'd be a great venue. I mean, I reckon if it worked out right, not in the current situation, but I reckon you could have probably 400 or 500 people in there. It would be a fantastic.
You'd have to market that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
at uni, getting uni bands in and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Open mic nights, battles of the bands. You can get, some original bands in and get some of the unsigned acts to support them. Mm. The opportunities are massive. It just depends on what's going to happen in there.
But what if all artists retrain after Richie's...
what a stupid statement. I know he's done lots of good to try and keep things going, and I know they're just winging it. But what a stupid statement to come out with for all the artists. So I'll just put this to you. If, whilst we were on lockdown, and I'm one of those people, if it hadn't been for Netflix and reading books and all this stuff out there and watching films and documentaries and all this rest of it, if it hadn't been for these, and I'm saying it in brackets, artists, what would we have done? What a stupid statement. Go retrain. Are you kidding me?
That is their thing. It's like saying to Michelangelo halfway through and you're
No, stop doing that, old cop.
Oh, man fire.
No.
Got a bit of a delay on cement. Can you retrain?
Yeah. Two spades of cement and one sand cot. Crack on. Anyway,
in lockdown, to be fair, we were blessed with fantastic weather. I've never cut grass as much.
I know, it was great, wasn't it?
But I read, I listened to radio, I watched Netflix, like I think everybody did. And
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, we touched on that, haven't we? But no, without stuff like that, you'd have gone out of your mind.
Mm.
But I love reading, so it actually wasn't a hardship for me.
I think you should write a book. I've been badgering Chris for years about writing, because Chris, believe it or not, is really intelligent. He's really, really bright, and you're a fountain of knowledge. It's not just about sport. It's a broad spectrum. You've got a brain like a planet. But I think you should write a book. And we've got a friend. She might be coming on next week. Who used to work on cruise ships.
Oh yeah.
And she's.
How is that book going?
I've only read a couple of chapters because I might read it on my phone
and.
There's some of the things I can relate to because I worked on ships.
But
so
I've read some of the reviews on Amazon, and a lot of them love it.
Yeah.
She's having some really good reviews.
But I'm for next week. I need to read a bit more. But she's gonna come on, and it's taken her 20 years to write this book. So get writing. I think you should write a book, Chris. I think you should write a book. I'd definitely read it. Anyway, that's just.
No, I've read the reviews on this other on what's she called, Richard?
Ailey. It's a Celtic way of spelling it, but it's like it's Haley McDonald.
All right, yeah. Right. So Haley's wrote this novel, and again, you said you can get a free sample. So I thought I'm all for a free sample because I don't have a Kindle, I don't have an iPhone.
No, it cost me £4.60 odd.
So anyway, so I couldn't get it. So I just read the people's comments on Amazon, and there's not one bad comment. And somebody says, "I can't wait for a next story, a next adventure." What is it? A bed hopping thing? Is it a bit like?
I don't know.
Is it a bit like a Jilly Cooper, but based
Well, I
on
tell you what,
ICs?
the first chapter is quite amusing. It's everybody masturbates. Obviously, my eyes lit up.
To be fair though, it's not a lie though, is it?
True. It's very, very true. So yeah, the premise of the first chapter is she's with a guy, and she catches him in the bath, relating with himself, and he just comes out and says, "Everybody masturbates." fair enough.
And how did this fictional character take it? Okay.
In the book, apparently not very well.
All right. You can't please some folk, can you?
He pleased himself, didn't
Well, port in every storm.
Anyway, right then.
Could have been worse.
It could have been
Could have
worse.
been 2 pieces of cold liver, raw liver, dropped under the toilet seat.
Anyway, let's move on.
Well, you started this conversation.
I'm on it.
I'm only throwing up another option.
Well, yeah, I think we'll leave your deep dark thoughts alone.
I'll lay on your left hand for an hour. When it's all got pins and needles in.
Right, we're going to play the latest release by The Far North. And this
Have
is...
you said we can?
Yes, it says we can. Yeah, it's released today anyway. So you can download it, listen to it on Spotify. And again, The Far North had been our featured artist a few weeks ago. So if you want to check him out, find out further information, go to our website, smileradio.co/the featured artist.
We should do a Far North double header.
We will do. We'll play, I'll tell you what, we'll play the new release and we'll go straight into the next one as well. So you're listening to The Far North, their latest single that's released today, Runaway, live on the Rich and Chris Show on
Smile Radio.
If you're leaving, won't you take me with you? We can do the things we'd always said we'd do. Oh, we were so young then. I Oh, I do it all again. I wanna do it all again. Oh, to be with you. I wanna be with, I wanna be with you. Run away with me, yeah. We can do the things we do, 'cause we are so very beautiful. Run away with me. Never people stop and stare, 'cause I don't really care. Oh no, I don't care. No, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, Shipwrecked on this land so far from what's ours. I see what's left of our own sunken hearts. I smell the salt of the air. I feel the wind through my hair. Tattoos of loved ones fading over time. Needles and tears on the skin. Oh, Father, where have you been? Oh, brother, let me in. Oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, cultivated over hours. Oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, this house is ours. Oh, yeah, this house is ours. Lately, I feel like my smile's underneath. Cobwebs and dust on the floor. I feel it pulling my lungs. Oh, don't wake me when I'm gone. Sunlight this morning cuts deep through the trees. I see the cliffs of the York. Oh, mother, take me home. On these mountains I roam. Oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, cultivated over hours. Oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, this house is ours. Oh, yeah. I want to think, oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, cultivated over hours. Oh, whoa, it's a beautiful life, this house is ours. Oh, yeah, this house is ours. Oh, yeah, this house is ours.
Welcome back to Rich and the Bear Chris Show live on Smile Radio. So,
Nice double header, Rich.
yeah,
From
double
afar.
edit.
I like the no one.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it?
In fact, I've just messaged him. Love the no track.
Really, really good. So, coming on in 20 minutes, we have the 26th Avenue, all the way from Sussex in that there, down south. Nearly said that there, London, because generalising.
Yeah,
yet
because again, that there London. Where have you got that from?
I don't know.
You got it from
I don't know. Like you say, I
that there
plagiarise it.
London.
It's off summer.
It's not a Peter Kay thing, is it? Yeah.
Might have been. He might have been. Yeah,
That there London.
and Nick all sorts, don't know, 'cause nothing's original.
But you could come up with some original materials. No, you've been digging clay out with a spoon. You could have been writing stuff down.
I tell you what, I don't envy them ground workers. It's hard slog, is that? It really is hard slog.
I have been funny. There's not an ounce of fat on them, and that's not a comment
No.
at you. I mean, they're absolutely ripped, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dig that hole. But where's Digger coming? It's here. There's your spare there. Crack on. They are fit, aren't they?
Yeah. But do you know what's got me the most? It's bottom of my back. You know, like we're bending, and I'm doing it now. great radio. But when you're bending and you're shoveling, it's bottom of my back that hurts.
Did you have shorts and riggers on like a true ground worker?
I had shorts and I've got my steel cut toe caps on. They're not rigger boots. I can't justify getting rigger boots. I'm not a proper chap.
See, rigger boots now are barred on some sites.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why?
Trip hazards, I think. Yeah, exactly. You can't wear them on power stations. They're banned from power stations.
Really?
Yeah. And most sites have banned rigger boots now, yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
What are all them going to do down at Butcher's?
The concreters are, aren't they? I don't know, but they do love a good rigger boot, don't they?
They do. You can. But again, that's an hard. Have you ever shifted a load of concrete, Chris?
No. I tell you something, I take my hats off to that. Concreting. That is donkey work. Then bloke will come in, Steel Thunder, and just put a nice finish off of it. Get it, van. High five, everybody. Lads are dead on floor because they've shoveled 30 ton of it in.
I've only ever done it once. Oh my God, that is hard graft. Is that?
When I first left school, I wanted to be a brickie, and I thought, yeah, but it's hard graft, and you learn by being an odd carrier. All right,
Yeah.
apprentice brickie, what am I doing? Right, Friday you can do chippy run, but rest of the time you're going to carry me bricks.
Yeah.
Right, now you're going to show me how to lay them. No, you can carry them first.
No.
I'll show you how to carry them first. First 2
And
years
then-
of your CITB apprenticeship.
And then I'll let you mix a bit of cement up.
Yeah.
How's that, eh? In mixer.
And then you know what? You can clean me trowel.
Yeah, and then clean mixer out.
Yeah.
Give it a good clean. No,
And,
it's
and there for £27.50.
yeah.
What replaced YTS?
I don't know. I don't honestly. Were it apprenticeships? No, that's only just come back in, hasn't
Modern
it?
apprenticeships, yeah. But no, if you don't get your 3 grades, you stay at college till you get them now, don't you? Unless you've got an apprenticeship.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, if you don't get your...
Thing is that's not a bad thing though. Making them educate. I don't think.
No, I'm not saying that. So, right, you go to school, right, and you either get your three C's, I think it is, yeah, English, maths, and science, and then you can either stay on and do other A levels, or you can get an apprenticeship where you got to stay in full-time education if you don't have an apprenticeship till you're 18. Get your A levels.
What happens after 18?
Then your next step's uni. You play. Do you want to go to uni? Do you want to get a?
Yeah, right.
Or do you want to get a modern apprenticeship in police force? Because all places like that now have graduate apprenticeships and stuff like that. Oh, you go to uni. Do you regret not going to uni?
Part of me does, yeah. But I was lucky that I went and did a bit of travelling for a year, didn't I? So that were I mean, apparently even that's all changed now. I mean, you won't get away with what we used to get away with. I don't think you're allowed to drink. Or if you do, it's very, very limited. It's not like where we were. I remember throwing up doing lifeboat drills, hanging out at my ass. Just absolutely destroyed. Oh.
But well, that might be an health and safety aspect. Man overboard, why what's up with him? He's hungover. But,
God.
No, an educational, not as a life experience, as an educational.
Yeah, I think maybe. I mean, I do feel for the kids who are doing like the first year this year. You know, they're not going to get the proper experience of Freshers Flu and all that lot other. And
No.
you know, like Big Lily did hers last year, and then towards the back end of the academic year, they missed out on quite a bit really because of obviously
But is it
COVID.
affecting the coursework? Or is it-
No, she's, believe it or not, I know she likes to play hard, but she's very studious, is Lily. She's I think she got, based on her coursework for last year, she went on for a 2-1, so.
Oh, that's all right. You'd take that though, wouldn't you?
You would.
I'd
Considering
have took a 2-2, mate.
Desmond, yeah, but especially because we know how hard she's been playing. But yeah, she's doing all right. She's doing all right.
Good.
Yeah, but yeah, I do feel for the students now because they're not going to get the proper experience, are they?
No.
So, but anyway. Right, I'm going to play, we've got, coming up in 10 minutes, we've got the 26th Avenue coming on, and I'm going to play a bit of Becca James, and this is Control, and she was our featured artist, was it last year?
Yeah.
It was last year, wasn't it? So
And this was a cracking track.
it's a nice tune, is this. So again, check them out, go to our website, smileradio.co/the featured artist, and find out all their information about the featured artists that we've had on Smile Radio in the last 18 months. You listen to Rich and
Chris,
live on
Smile
Radio. Shabba.
When will I learn? The future is not decided by how you try to force it. I will let it be. Let time wash over me. Control, let go. Control, let go. When will I find change of pace to free my mind? I will let it be. Let all these problems wash over me. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Control. Let go. Control. Let go. Control. Let go. Feel. Control. You're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris on Smile Radio. Life floats on by on a river too far, far from anything to do with me. I tell myself to go, but I just keep on stalling. A change in it all is what I need. But now who am I supposed to be? 'Cause I'm holding on, I'm holding on. Yeah, I'm holding on, I'm holding on. Yeah, I'm holding on, I'm holding on to you, my dear. Finding it hard to be anything special, pushing my creativity. They say keep going up, but I just keep on falling into a sense put a record on, let a candle take my clothes off. Holding on, and holding on, holding on, and holding on, holding on, I'm holding on, I'm holding on, and I'm holding on, I'm holding on, and I'm holding on, I'm holding on to you, my dear. I'm holding on. Rich and Chris and Drive Time Smile Radio.
Welcome to Rich and a Bit of Chris Show live on Smile Radio. We're hopefully going to be joined by Alex from the 26th Avenue. We've got Joe. I think I'm just going to get them signed up. So, Chris, are you looking forward to this?
I am, yes.
Right, I'm just going to add these to while you. I'll keep talking. We've got
we got on Alex Cathcart.
and we've got Joe. Joe's on. Alex is
Larkin.
joining us now.
We should just need Demi
So-
J and Lewis.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put the mics on now. So, hang on a minute. I better just pause the music. Can I? That'll help. You can tell we're live, can't you?
What did you press then?
I'd got the. Hang on, who we got here? So we've got Lewis. Can you hear us, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hey.
So
How are
we're
you
just
doing?
just waiting for Demi. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think she's still
Yeah.
getting tattooed as we speak. So we
Is
should
she getting a
kick off.
tattoo?
That's what she said.
All
You
right.
can't beat with a woman with
She's
tattoos.
driving home or something.
So I'm just gonna move you about on the screen so people can see us all. So there we go. Let's play. Hang on. So how have you guys been?
Yeah, very well.
Good. All good. How are you?
Yeah, we can't complain. We're doing our bit, aren't we, kid?
Yeah, we're all right.
Just same old.
Same old, same old. Right, I'm
Same
gonna.
old.
I'm just trying to get it so our viewers can see you guys as well. So there we go. I think we're just about there. We're just waiting for Demi now. So I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for Demi, we'll introduce you guys who's here, and then we'll play your song that's been. Is it released? When was it released? Is it today?
Saturday the 26th. So
All right.
a couple of weeks ago now.
All
Yeah.
right. Right. So a little bit behind the curve there. Sorry about that. So, who's who? For those listening, so and on viewing on Facebook Live. So we're also doing Periscope. We're on YouTube as well. So who's who? I'll let Alex. You go first.
I'm Alex. I play bass and do a bit of backing vocals as well. Yeah.
Shall we go?
Go on, Joe.
I'm Lewis. I'm lead guitarist, which is the best job of the band.
Not by as much.
I'd have said drummer what?
Go on, Joe.
Yeah. I'm Joe. I play drums. I basically hold the whole band together. So
Yeah.
You are the martyr
Weight of
between the
band,
bricks.
yeah.
So you notice how I didn't add another descriptor? I just said what I did.
missed opportunity, Alex.
So he's loving it.
So right then, what I'm going to do is I did have your track lined up. So tell us a little bit about how did you guys meet?
Alex, do you want to lead on?
So yeah, so the three of us have been making music for sort of a couple of years previously. Lewis and I have been making music since we were like, half the size we are now, since we were like 7 or 8 in primary school.
Well, you've not grown that much anyway. But
we've been sort of in and out of bands for years really, and we sort of stole Joe from another band that was in our school, and then made music with a different singer for a couple of years. And then just as Demi was moving down from Goole, we snatched her up from a website that was, I think it was Find My Band.
yeah,
And,
join my band or something.
Join
yeah.
My Band, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we sort of just clicked and started making music. We've been doing it for about 2 years now, and this is like our first proper debut.
Would you say the inclusion or snatching, as you snatching the word used, Demi, has that changed the sound that you had in your head when you were just a threesome to a foursome? Now has it changed dramatically? Because it's quite
Yeah.
it's quite. I mean, I've got the blurb in front of me. And he mentions Paramore, but I sort of messaged Rich the other day saying it's Elastica. She's very Justin Fleischman, if that's correct. So
Yeah,
is that
definitely.
before Demi come? Is that the sound and the music you was singing and playing, or not? Has she brought another dynamic to it,
Definitely.
which sort of left you down a different direction?
We've definitely changed a lot. I think part of it was having when it was just kind of us three, we were writing songs because at the time we had a male singer in the band, so we were writing songs for a male singer, and then so when we've got now a female lead, obviously our songs have got to be in slightly higher keys, etc. And we use that to our advantage, really. We quite like it. It's a bit of a USP in a way, I guess. And so yeah, our sound has definitely changed dramatically.
Yeah, I think with Demi being a bit older than the rest of us as well, she's sort of been almost a maternal figure to us. So she's kind of like helped us mature our sound as well. Because we were writing.
I think females and being definitely outnumbered in my household. There's 4 females seem to be more mature than boys and men.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely where I've come from.
We're the fun, and she brings the music.
She's the disciplinarian.
Yeah, she keeps going, Jack.
Are you scared of her?
All right, brilliant. Cheers.
Terrified of her.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm frightened of all mine as well. I'm only brave because she's not here. That's when I'm in charge as well. I'm in charge when nobody else is in the house.
Is Demi joining us? Because we thought we're doing a lot. Is she?
Yeah, hopefully.
She will be joining us.
She's a bit of a rock star already.
Yeah, God, she's a diva, isn't she, Demi?
She's got a
Isn't she,
rider to
David?
do an interview.
Yeah. Who's put these green M&Ms in this bowl? I told you I don't like green M&Ms. She's going to be kicking off a line.
100%.
Yeah, to be honest.
The thing is, it'll be us picking out the M&Ms. That's the thing.
Yeah. Please don't.
Yeah.
Right then, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play your song. So, Alex, I'll let you introduce your song, and we'll play it. And hopefully, the Duchess Demi will be here, gracing us with her presence.
Lovely. Yeah. Should I do that now?
Yeah, do it now, mate.
Cool. So this is 206. This is a song we wrote about sort of someone keeping you up at night and into like the most ridiculous hours when feelings aren't really reciprocated.
Right then. So
You mean like a stalker?
You'd have to ask them. She wrote it.
Yeah, she wrote it.
Yeah, all right, well, hold that thought.
If you dare.
We don't scare her. We're not bothered. Right, we'll be right back after this. You listen to Rich and a little bit of Chris, and 3 out of the 4 of 26th Avenue live on Smile Radio.
Spend my nights wondering, are you thinking about me too? Wide awake, am I hooked on you? And it seems I got myself
Welcome back to Original Bit of Christmas. Should have been a jingle there, but for some reason it decided to not to play. But anyway, we'll better turn the volume down. So you're listening to Rich and a little bit of Chris, and we've been joined by 3 out of the 4, 26th Avenue. So Chris, you've got a question for the guys.
Actually, right. Again, this is pre 26th Avenue, and I've just been been thinking because, like you said, the music changed, the musicality of your group changed, irrespective of having a lead male singer. Did Demi, when she come down, bring this format that she wanted to be in, and is it different? Is it differing from what you played before Demi arrived from Ghoul?
I think originally we had a couple of songs that we tried to fit like Demi's voice onto, and so we sort of made like a demo EP that I think only the 4 of us have ever listened to now.
Yeah.
And I think we realised that like we'd have to write songs especially for her, but I think it was very much we have these songs, let's just put Demi's vocals on it until we realised it wouldn't work, and then we decided to.
Well, at least fair play to you. At least you've tried. You know, I mean, did it sound
Oh,
awful?
hang on, we've been graced by the presence of Demi.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, your hair looks lovely. Your hair looks lovely.
It's a nightmare. It's proper messy. I bet it's raining outside.
How are you? Thanks for joining us.
That's all right.
Did you get your tattoo done?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Just, and I had to run down the street. Everyone was like, we're already on. I was like, all right. And I got my laptop in the car, thank God.
So, go on, Chris.
Yeah,
did you finish answering the question? Sorry, we interrupted your answer there.
It's
so,
all right.
Go on. What was your question
Hi,
again?
Demi, it's Chris here. I've just been asking the boys, did the musicality change when you come down the M1 of the band and the sort of says, yeah, you've stepped in, taken the mother role and directed them into no way. And I'm just saying the song that we've just listened to, obviously we played it while you were getting inked, fair play to you. And when I first heard the song during the week, it reminded me, without looking at any blurb, and I sort of messaged Richard back saying, it's very Justin Fleischman of Elastica. That was my first sort of feel. And now I've listened again and again and again. You've a bit of an indie punk thing going on, or I feel it has, and especially now and again, you picture on your page, on the page you've got the dyed hair, you've got the tats.
I did have the dyed hair. Yeah, it's gone now.
Oh, that's it. So I mean, but it all sits up very, very well for the sound that you want to get across, I think, and it so the look and the sound really marries up well.
Oh.
Yeah, it does, it does.
Bit of a header.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they was probably just waiting for a northerner just to really take them off the edge.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah,
Loving
I
it.
don't know. I think that, I mean, Lewis is quite influenced by a lot of indie. I know Joe's quite into a lot of rock. Alex's music taste is a bit of all over the place. And I had a very sort of punk background where I grew up listening to sort of Paramore and stuff like that. So that's sort of what I put into it. And I think all of our music tastes combined just kind of came to one. So we've got a little bit of influence from everywhere. So we've got a bit of a weird flair going on where I do get what you mean. You listen to it. Some people might hear it as indie. Some people might hear it as punk. But if you're really into music, you can hear that different parts, like the guitars are more punk than some, and the vocals, say, for example, the drums are a bit more rocky.
Joe keeping it together. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a bit of all sorts going on, really. But yeah, I think we've really justified our sound now. It's taken us a while. We started off not really know what we was doing, was very pop, and it was just god awful. I don't know. Some of the lyrics I was coming up with was absolute trash, and you wouldn't even hear Justin Bieber singing it. But
I thought we were
I think
believers.
we've really found our sound now.
Do you know what? I like your northern honesty.
Yeah.
That's refreshing. You can't polish a turd though, can you?
No.
No, I mean, and on that note, when you first obviously you come down, you've got this punk indie vibe going. You come down, you meet the three boys, and obviously it's a complete mashup of cultures. You know, you've a northern strong punk-esque. You've got three lads that have been mates since school, making music, been in and out of the bands, they know each other. So that must have been hard, sort of, even though they snatch off some website.
No,
which
she's
is-
from Goal, mate. She'd have sorted him right out. Don't you worry about that.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
No.
It were
Hey,
your
you're from
voice
our,
that-
you're
it
from
were-
our neck of the woods.
it were
Don't
your-
you worry.
It were your voice that give it away.
Oh, is it the accent?
Yeah,
I
but-
always tell people, oh yeah, near Sheffield.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. How thick you think some folk are?
Near Sheffield.
Near Sheffield. But I just when you
About 45 minutes
so
away.
when you come together as a band, what was your expectations joining the three boys that were quite well established? Did you leave a band to join them, or were you kicked out of East
I
Yorkshire? Is that why you went
wasn't-
down to M1?
I've never really been in a band. I usually used to do sort of solo stuff, and I was more into musical theatre as a kid and as a teenager than I was really anything to do with bands and instruments. And I used to play guitar every now and again, a bit of acoustic, but I was never really into playing instrument. And I've only really picked up an electric guitar when I joined the boys, and now I absolutely love it. And I see an acoustic and I think, not really that bothered. But yeah, I don't know. Our expectations was just to do a few gigs. I didn't think it'd ever sort of come to this point, but then when we started, writing little bits and we really gelled, I thought this could, really actually be something.
Yeah. Well, when I got sent your stuff through a few weeks ago, beginning, I think, what were we in the beginning of September, I think. I think it was when you released date of your song. But and it takes. There's only two of us because we've only been going 2 years now. 2 years in July, so we're a relatively new station, and the whole premise of Smile Radio, it's my station, is about new music, independent, and unsigned acts, and giving them a platform to have the music played. And there's so much talent. I mean, I must admit, when we were having to go try and find the music. And the beauty of social media, the one positive of social media is the amount of music. We literally are getting hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, a week now. And there's two of us going through it, and I've had a couple of snotty emails from people who have sent music saying, well, because we try and do a new music Wednesday where we get a load of new music, and we try and rotate it, and we've got pre-recorded shows going out, and a playlist of unsigned music, and it's really, really difficult to get everything and give everybody an opportunity. But there's so much good music out there, and especially even the good thing, I suppose, in this pandemic and this, nearly swore then, the rubbish that's going on right now, it's giving people with like yourselves who can write and create and get a thought and an idea. I can't do that, and I'm really envious, and I'm really I think it's a gift that people can put lyrics to music, and you get an idea, and and Joel come in with his drums, and then you've got Alex and everybody else.
What comes first in that process?
Yeah, and that's where I'm leading to. So coming
sorry.
back to it, who does what, and where does it come from? Do you know what I mean? How does it start? And through all this pandemic, and you've had time to think and get your creative juices flowing, for want of a better expression.
Go on, Alex. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think lyrics wise, Dems will often send like a verse or a chorus into the chat, and then then is really the three of us, like Paran, is just kind of snapping at it and like asking like, what can we change? What do we like? What do we not like? And then sometimes I'll sit on a night with a bottle of wine and write the rest of the
Check
song.
him out.
And then
Lambrusco.
and then we'll sort of see. We'll have like a draft of lyrics, and then we'll give it to Lewis, because Lewis has got Logic and all the plugins and everything like that. So he'll sit and he'll make some demos of the song, and then we'll see what we like of those demos, and send it to the guys then that help us do our in the studio and get some pre-production on that.
How have you been recording music, your EP, during these times?
We were quite lucky, really, because our studio were offering like socially distanced recordings. So we'd had two of our four of the EP done before the lockdown, and then sort of when things first started to get eased a little bit, the guys shot us an email and said, listen, we're going to do some socially distanced recordings, and we know you want to finish an EP. Could you come in and do that? So we were really lucky in terms of being able to be socially distanced in the studio, and getting the EP finished.
When's the EP gonna land?
Ooh.
When is the EP coming out? Did you say?
Yeah.
I think
End
of November, hopefully. Yeah.
End of November. I think I'm allowed to say this, but there's a second single at the end of this month, and then the full EP will come out with the 2 singles which will have been released and another 2 songs end of November. So yeah.
Is it regarding the EP? Is it the music all of the same style, or is it a bit of a mashup and different styles thrown into the EP, or does it have a theme running through it?
I think if you like the first single, you'll like the other singles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this EP has got it's really diverse.
Yeah.
There's a real mixture on the EP.
Yeah, there's a real wide spectrum of different sort of areas of music, but it's got a clear like sound, which is like definitely us. Yeah.
When it comes to songwriting, who has the initial idea? Obviously, you said before, Demi, come on, the 206. And again, I'll ask you this question. 206, Demi, is it about a stalker that you've had?
It's about an ex-partner of mine. Sort of, I think we can all relate. It's when you have that person and they just kind of keep you up at night and you're thinking about like your relationship or where things went wrong or what's happening, and you can just feel that they're not bothered and they're not thinking the same thing, and it keeps you up at night because you're sort of worried. That sort of feeling.
No, great answer.
But it's not a stalker, no.
All right.
But that's the thing that I love about lyrics, because it's interpretation. It's all conceptual, isn't it? It's what I might think, or what the actual lyrics are about. I remember somebody interviewing Liam Gallagher. I forget which track it was now, and he says, "What does it mean to you?"
Wonderwall.
I think it was Wonderwall. Yeah,
probably.
And he just says, "Well, whatever you want it to mean."
Yeah.
What do you want it to mean?
Yeah.
And it's true, and that's and listen, we've listened to it a couple of times now, and when Chris said, I kind of were in agreement with him, but it's interesting now, hearing what you
actually wrote it about.
Yeah.
Because when you get a phone call, when you're up at 2:06 in the morning, you might be thinking anything. Obviously, that was your take on it. I had an opinion that somebody were bothering you, ringing you, prank calling and stuff like that. Not that the thoughts, not the thoughts that were going, not the thoughts that were going inside through in your side, your head, sort of overthinking your past relationship. So.
So if there's anything else you want to share with the group, Demi, we're all friends here.
Demi,
if anyone wants to keep ringing me at 2:06 with a record deal, that would be very.
Demi, are the boys scared of you?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well,
you can ask them. I'll block my ears.
Well, it's funny they said if you say it's Easter, they buy you an egg. Yeah. So the picture that you have, and again, and I'm referring back to your old media shot, the look, the dyed hair, the tats. Is that something you've always embraced anyway? The tattooed rock star singeress?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think I've got a stretched hair. You can probably see there. I don't know if you can see. I did that, I think, when I was 13. Me and my older sister are really close, and there's a 10-year gap between us. But if you look at us, we are the spitting image of each other. We've got the same piercings. She's covered in tattoos, and I think she really gave me a lot of my musical influence because she was obsessed with Paramore, and she used to drive me around to swimming lessons or whatever, and I'd be listening to Paramore, and that's where I sort of got my music taste from. And I always, wanted to be like, I want to be like my sister Carly. She's covered in tattoos. I want to look like that. And my parents are very all right with that. There was if you want to have tattoos when you're 18, it's fine. When you get your nose pierced at 16, it's fine. You be who you want to be, and
there's nothing
you're a
wrong
very
with that,
creative person, so go for it.
Are you going to get covered in tattoos then?
I am covered in tattoos already. To be fair, I've got both arms done. I've got the back of my neck. I've just had my chest done today now.
Well, you don't have to show us.
Wowzer, respect on that. I'll tell you something. I bet that
What did you say, sorry?
Respect to that, having your chest.
Well,
done.
Chris has got quite a lot of work.
I've got two full sleeves, and I'm having an half sleeve on my leg, but I've never thought about having one on my chest. God.
Yeah, it's just it was a bit sore towards the end, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Oh, well, you're just harder than me then, aren't you? No wonder lads are scared
Yeah,
of
well,
you.
that's
Hard
it
as
is.
nails.
Yeah.
I'm from school, mate. What do you expect?
Yeah, she arm wrestles over broken glass, doesn't she?
Do you,
Eh?
what have you done properly this tattoo, or are you just by somebody scribing your arm with a biro? But no, so you've got both arms with two full sleeves? Fair play.
This one's sort of quarter done, but it is going to be finished, but it's quite a big chunk, and this one's all pretty much done, yeah. I'd show you, but I think my laptop will be a bit...
No, it's all right. I'm just curious because
A few of them there.
I like tattoos, and I think, you know, it carries the look that you have. Again, I'm referring to the old photo I've sort of got of you now, and you've got that one under your knee, which appears to be a butterfly.
Butterfly one.
And what does it say on top? What's the words on top? Is it Roman numerals?
Oh yeah, that's from '98, the year I was born.
Get in.
98.
Yeah, in case you forget.
Yeah. But no,
She's also got 26 on her sleeve, so we've
I do have
got her for
26,
life
yeah,
now.
It's 26.
Yeah, brilliant. And where does the name derive from?
Someone else want to do this one? Go on. The
Alex.
only Roger, Alex.
No,
Yeah.
it's all right, you guys go
No,
ahead.
Lewis can do it.
This one's
I do this all the
Alex's,
time.
Alex's baby. He loves the name story.
Right, yeah. So on the bus on the way to Lewis's house where we all first met, there's actually a stop called the Avenue, and we all found out that day that we actually all took that bus at different times. We were all on separate buses going to the Avenue, and it was the 26th of May was the first day that we met up, and we just sort of smashed those two
I thought you were going to say it with the number 26 bus.
together. Well, no, it was the 20 bus actually. We probably should have been 20.
Yeah, we were all in the windows as well.
Yeah.
So how are you? Again, I'm reading your blog, and before COVID and the restrictions on performing, were you doing many gigs?
Lots.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Lots of
Yeah, many.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much one a weekend at that point it was.
so do you prefer doing live, or do you like being in the studio?
Live.
Yeah,
I think we're all live.
yeah, I think live, but studio has some like
They're
perks
both
which
they're
are
ups
pretty nice.
and downs, like they're
Yeah.
both perks.
Yeah. Well, we did. We
Going into the studio and hearing your song that you've been working on for months, and then finally hearing the finished product.
Oh.
That's an amazing
Yeah,
feeling.
it just feels so good.
But then also like playing the encore at like
Oh.
a show at the end of the night is also like.
I just think that interaction. I know. I mean, I can't play the spoons, but we did.
My
Well,
granddad can play spoons actually.
Maybe we'll feature him in a track.
Yeah, we co-hosted a festival, and it were a cover bands, and it was with about 3,500 people there. We streamed it live on the radio and recorded, put it out as a podcast afterwards, and towards the end, I you know, to be part of that and getting the crowd going, and it was just, it's one of the best buzzes I've had, you know, and it's just to be part of it, and I can only imagine what it's like as an artist to be up there. And you know, you got all the people singing your songs back, and you know, enjoying what you're doing. It's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But that being said, the studio itself is probably like emotionally draining, whereas like performing live, I think is probably quite physically like it's sort of that similar like emotional payoff at the end. But I think they're sort of like sitting with these three and for weeks is just
Well, the one thing I like about live is it's like us now. We're not trained presenters. You know, this has been a dream of mine for 20 years to set up a radio station, and we make mistakes, and I love the fact that we're not sanitized. We're not, you know, we're not particularly great. We're from Yorkshire. Do you know what I mean? But what you see is what you get. Do you know what I mean? And that goes for, because we've got other shows on as well. And that's one thing I love about. I just don't. We're never going to be a Radio 1. We're never going to be Virgin or anything like that. And I don't want to be. We are who we are. You know, we're Smile Radio, and we want to be the beacon for unsigned music and independent artists. So, and that's what we strive to do. And I love what we do. I absolutely love it, and I love it when we do. When I listen back sometimes when I'm editing the podcast, I'm thinking, "Oops," you know. And occasionally we play songs, and even though it says radio edit, and sometimes they're not.
It's not though, is it?
No.
That Arctic Monkeys dropped.
Oh yeah,
Radio edit. It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
30 seconds in, the biggest F-bomb dropped ever.
Yeah, you know that bit when he goes, "She must be freezing." And we both looked at each other, so sorry. Sorry about that. Oops. Well, we're coming up to the last 5 minutes, and I'm really sorry, but we're going to have to say bye to you. And it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm looking forward to listening to your EP. So send us it, Alex, when when you. I know you can't, and we're hoping that we could have played a few more of your tracks, but I appreciate you're a bit restricted, and I get that. So, but we wish you. I thank you for taking the time out and coming out of the tattoo parlour and coming to talk to us.
Nice one, Demi. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So
it's been nice.
No, well, when you come back up to our neck of the woods, we're in the process. Well, we'll be looking. I keep barking on about this, but we're looking to set our own live music venue up, hopefully in Huddersfield. So,
all right. Yeah.
So we'd love you to come and play.
That's near Sheffield.
Yeah, it's near Sheffield, love, isn't it? So we'd love you to come, and we'd love you to come back on. If you ever want to come back on, send us your stuff. You got my number, you've got our email, and whatever we can do to promote what you're doing. Even we don't have to necessarily. That's the beauty of an internet radio station. We don't have to be in your neck of the woods. We can still promote whatever you got going on. So please keep in touch, and good luck with everything. And thanks for sending your stuff in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the best, guys.
All right, stay safe, guys. Look after yourself. Yeah.
You too. See you later.
You too.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Bye.
So that was 26th Avenue, all the way from down Sussex, down south, yeah. So I'm gonna, because it's John Lennon's 80th birthday, I think we should sign off with.
Who shot him?
Oh, somebody in New York, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Mark Chapman.
That's it, Mark Chapman. Right, all's left to say is
Adios.
thanks everybody.
Hey, another Belly show.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
They were really good, weren't they?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it.
She's the boss, isn't she?
She's in charge. She's IC, definitely. So he would have been 80, wouldn't he?
80 today. Yeah.
So I think this is quite a poignant tune considering what we've talked about today, mate.
It is, yes.
So all there's left to say is thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for your messages. And Mally Stotts, thanks. Love Smile Radio. Thank you, mate. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Look after each other. Stay safe. And we'll see you next week. Yeah, and don't forget, give us 3 rings when you get in. Ta-ra.
Above us, only sky.